My house smells like mildew and regret, but it's mine. Or so I thought until Karen, my neighbor, smirked and said, "You're squatting illegally, sweetheart." I'm Mia, 27, scraping by after inheriting my grandma's crumbling bungalow. The roof leaks, the pipes groan, and the yard's a jungle, but it's my sanctuary. Karen, queen of the cul-de-sac, lives next door in her McMansion, her lawn manicured to perfection. She's been eyeing my place like it's a blight on her personal utopia. Last week, she marched over, waving a clipboard, claiming my house violated zoning laws. "You don't belong here," she said, her voice dripping with superiority. I laughed it off, thinking she was just bored. Big mistake. Yesterday, I came home to find my front door splintered, my furniture trashed, and my grandma's antique mirror shattered. Karen stood on her porch, arms crossed, watching like a vulture. "I warned you," she called out. My stomach churned. Had she done this? I stormed over, demanding answers, but she just shrugged. Maybe it's karma for living somewhere you don't own. That night, I found a legal notice taped to my fence, a forged document claiming my house was public property. Karen's fingerprints were all over it metaphorically, of course. She'd weaponized bureaucracy to evict me. This morning, sirens woke me. 2 cop cars screeched into my driveway. Karen was there, phone in hand, playing victim. "She's a squatter," she shrieked, pointing at me. The officers, skeptical but duty-bound, questioned me. My deed was buried in a box somewhere, and I stammered, trying to explain. Neighbors gathered, whispering. My humiliation was public now, my home a crime scene. Karen's smug grin burned into my brain. She'd orchestrated this vandalism, fake documents, Policito drive me out. My sanctuary was collapsing, and she was winning. I wasn't going down without a fight. Rage fueled me as I tore through my attic, hunting for the deed. Hours later, I found it, creased but legit, proving the house was mine. I also found something else. Old neighborhood records showing Karen's husband had bribed officials years ago to dodge property taxes. Jackpot. I photocopied everything and marched to the community board meeting that evening, where Karen was preening, rallying neighbors to clean up, the street meaning me. I stood up, voice shaking, and laid it all bare. I showed the deed, exposing her lies about my illegal status. Then I dropped the bomb. Karen's own house was built on shady deals. Gasps rippled through the room. Her face drained of color. "That's slander," she sputtered, but the records didn't lie. Neighbors turned on her, demanding answers. The cops, now at the meeting, shifted their focus. Karen's perfect facade cracked as she realized her scheme had backfired. For a moment, I felt invincible. I defended my home, exposed her corruption, and reclaimed my dignity. The board promised to investigate Karen's property, and the cops left my house alone. I walked home under the stars, imagining a future where I'd fix the roof, plant flowers, and live in peace. But victory was fleeting. That night, I woke to smoke. My house was burning. Flames devoured the walls, my grandma's memory, my everything. Firefighters saved me, but the house was gone. Arson, they said. No proof, but I knew. Karen's final act of vengeance. She'd lost her reputation, so she took my home. I stood in the ashes, clutching the deed, now worthless. Neighbors offered sympathy, but it felt hollow. Karen's house loomed next door, untouched. She'd faced no charges her kind never does. I'd fought, exposed her, but she still won. My sanctuary was rubble, my future uncertain. Yet, as I walked away, I swore I'd rebuild. Not a house, but a life. Karen could burn my past, but she'd never break me.